My husband of 6 years wants to be the father of another woman's child. My 26 female husband, 30 male, unleashes this on me 3 days ago and I'm still reeling. Talking over dinner, and he mentions that a longtime friend of his wants to have a baby. I don't know this woman personally, but he's talked about her before. Apparently, she asked him to be the sperm donor, and he said he was very flattered and he wanted to do it.
Crazy to say I want to do it without getting the go-ahead with your
Yep.
wife.
At first, I was really surprised, but not necessarily upset. Even though I didn't find the idea palatable, I didn't want to jump to the wrong conclusions, so I told him to explain a little more about what this meant. He tells me she's wanted a kid for a while and she decided not to wait for a relationship anymore. I asked him if it would be difficult for him to know that somewhere out there he had a child that he couldn't see or whose life he couldn't be a part of. Then he whips out some really upsetting news. This woman wants him to actually be the father figure. She wants him to be a part of the kid's life, like the actual dad.
I think he slept with someone and cheated on OP.
I do not like this for one major reason. He's been intimate with this woman before.
Oh my God.
They dated in their early 20s, but he refers to her as a friend, and before now, I never minded their friendship. I assume they didn't think of each other that way anymore, and they still might not, to be fair, but isn't it very intimate to share the active parenting of a child?
Yes.
I just don't know if they'd keep it platonic. He said, I'm overreacting and that I'm not showing trust in him. I'm being insecure, and it's insulting because he's always been loyal to me before and I have no reason not to trust him. Which is true, but it's just so uncomfortable for me to consider. There's another issue too. He and I have talked about children, and I let him know fairly early in our relationship that I have some fertility issues that may make it difficult to have kids in the future. I let him know that I've never gotten a specialist's opinion and that nothing was certain, but I've been told it may be a concern in the future. It wasn't something in the forefront of my mind. We had both agreed to put off planning a family for a few years. So to me, it was a distant issue. He goes on to tell me he and this woman have been discussing this for a few days, and he's going to do it because I might not be able to have his kids anyways. And if it turns out I can't, he wants to seize this opportunity because he might not get another one like this later.
So divorce, right?
My emotional reaction is that I'm somehow inadequate, even though we haven't even started trying for kids and I don't even gotten a specialist's opinion. Is it fair to deny him parenthood? Am I looking at this the wrong way? Can someone reality check this, please?
Divorce.
You were being gaslit into thinking this is okay. I think he's cheating on you with this person and she's pregnant.
I was going to say, and if all of a sudden being a father was so important, I'm your wife. Why haven't you brought this up so we could at least start trying? What a terrible situation.